One of the biggest challenges for new parents is finding affordable, quality childcare so their family can return to school or work. Greenville First Steps provides resources to help families overcome this barrier, reducing the number of those who resort to low-cost, often unsafe options for their children. This scholarship program provides childcare vouchers to teenage parents and young working families so they can enroll their child in a safe, nurturing environment. Since 2010, nearly $2.7 million in scholarship funds have been awarded.
My name is Yinli Gates and I attend Carolina High School. I am currently a junior. My baby boy is 7 months old. My favorite thing about him, that I love about him, is his dimples. I feel like graduation is the key to being successful in life, because if you don't have a high school diploma or a GED, it's very hard to get a stable job. And if you don't have a stable job, it's difficult to raise a child.
My name is Guadalupe Francisco. I'm 16. I go to Greenville High and I'm a junior this year. I have a 15-month-old son named Brian. Graduating from high school is so important because when I got pregnant, everyone was like, oh, she's gonna drop out. Like, it's typical to see teen moms to drop out. But I wanna prove that I'm something more than just a teen mom that's just gonna drop out.
My name is Tyra Corbett. I go to Jailman High School. My daughter is named Harmony. She has a very big personality. She reminds me of me when I was little. Graduation is very important to me because I look at my daughter every day and I'm doing this for her. I want her to look up to me and look at me as a strong mother, not as a dropout.
My name is Marveline Arias. I go to Greer High School. I also attend J. Harley Bonds Career Center. My little boy's name is Avid. He's 1.5 years old. Graduating is really important to me because it'll be easier for me to get a job because there's a lot of places asking for your high school diploma, and so there's no reason for me to drop out. I don't have a reason to drop out because Avid wasn't a mistake. He was a blessing.
One thing I would say that's very important for First Steps is to make sure that teen moms who are desiring to stay in high school have opportunities to have their child somewhere where they can feel comfortable leaving their child during the day so that they can return to school. For a lot of our families, that can be with a family member or a caregiver, but for many families, we need to find a place where they can go where everybody feels comfortable. And that's why we have the scholarship program. It's important that we provide resources so that young parents can return to high school and feel comfortable having their child in a place during the day where they know they're being cared for.
I chose to enroll my child in daycare because I thought they would teach him stuff, even though if I didn't have the time to teach him while I was in school or doing homework. Maybe he could get a little bit ahead by them teaching him how to read. They read to him. My fears of taking my baby to the daycare were that they weren't going to give him the full attention he needed. So I was like, I'm the only person that can do that. But once I took him, he liked it. Every time I take him there, he gets really excited when he sees his teachers.
It was a difficult decision because you see all these news about childcare, but at the end of the day, that's why you go and tour it, ask questions, ask their follow-up with emergencies, how the whole process goes. Because you have to build a relationship with the childcare so you can trust them with your child.
For me, I really didn't have another option because all my family works. All my family's either, at work all the time. But I thought it was a good start for him because, he could start early in his learning. And I wanted to try it out because I can't judge nothing until I try stuff out. And I love it. I actually love it now.
I don't want my child to sit at home not doing anything, just sitting in the bed watching TV all day. I want her to be productive and read books and interact with other children. I want her to eat right, eat protein, not just eat all snacks all day and not doing well, and be changed on the schedule we put on the schedule.
The one advice I would give parents who are looking for childcare is to really ask themselves, do they feel comfortable leaving their child there for 7 or 8 hours a day? So it's important that the facility be safe, and it'd be important that it be a place that you'd be comfortable having someone else care for your child. So are the staff attentive? Do they pay attention to your child when they're on the floor or when they're playing in activities? Do they wear gloves when they change their child's diapers? You really want to look for a place where you can tell the staff are there to make sure that the kids have a safe and positive experience.
It took me about a month in to get comfortable with my child's daycare. But like once I realized that they was like giving me feedback and telling me what was going on and interacting with me and my child into things, then I got comfortable like, hey, this might be really good for her.
It took me about like a month and a half or 2 months for me to trust them and see that he was comfortable. But then once I saw like different stuff happening to him, like he actually getting excited when he saw his teachers, I felt much better after that.
It was a difficult decision because you see all these news about childcare, but at the end of the day, that's why you go and tour it, ask questions, ask their follow-up with emergencies, how the whole process goes. Because you have to build a relationship with the childcare so you can trust them with your child.
There's so many routes that people can take instead of dropping out.
The support that I had and have now comes from my family. And I had one teacher that supported me during I was pregnant in high school. Every time I would be in school, it would be difficult for me to sit in the desk because, I had a big stomach, my back would hurt. He would give up his chair and let me sit in his chair, and he would just go sit with all the other kids, and I would be sitting in his comfortable chair. And I feel like he motivated me a lot while I was gone. I want to do it for my son and for me, and also because I want to make my family proud.
It's important to have your child in a child development center so you can make sure that they're reaching their developmental milestones, that you're having a trained person, provider, that can help guide you as well as your child to a better life and to hopefully be successful.
Don't be scared to go to different daycares. You have to throw yourself out there. Don't just hide in the closet all day and be like, I'm scared.
I would really recommend daycare. Don't feel obligated to get the daycare you go to if you don't feel safe with that daycare. There are many daycares in each county, each place. And even if you feel like you can't afford it, there is programs and other things that help you with the cost of daycare.
The best way to find out what options are available for childcare and for assistance with childcare would be to visit scparent.org. And on that site, you can find ways that you can apply for financial assistance. You can find a list of centers that are participating in the scholarship program and figure out how to get your child connected to one of those centers to find out if they have openings that suit your family's needs.